I find that fitness needs to be, it should be more holistic. It should help us have a great body the way that we want to look. But also should make us feel good and it should make us healthy. And, and I'm sure that when fitness first started, those were the goals. And then over time, it started going towards aesthetics. This practice is really geared towards wanting to let go of negative emotions. That was something that I struggled with most of my life, and it had nothing to do with any type of previous successes. It didn't matter if I was doing good in my life or not doing good. I was always having so much negative emotions, a lot of anger, a lot of rage, all these things. And I didn't know how to stop it. And I had this epiphany, years ago, that no matter what level of success or how great I make my body look, that it wasn't going to change that, and that I needed to learn something else. And that's when I started to study and I started to find out about how to let go of the emotions in our body, how to clear it. And then by doing that, I also figured out that we can still train our bodies. We can still build muscle. We can still burn fat. We can still increase our cardio and all of these things that I was focused on years ago. We can still do all of that, but we can do it in another way, in a way that doesn't fuel anger. So many times people, when they're exercising, they think of it as now's the time to go ahead and release my anger. And so they always get angry at weights. They always get angry at the exercises. They think it's a good thing, but in reality, all they're doing is they're reinforcing that emotion. And so ultimately, it's about being happier and being healthier. This type of training will do that for you. It'll help start to bring in more peaceful emotions. Because before we get to joy and being really happy, we got to get into peace first. And the reason I named it flow training is because being in flow is to have peace within ourselves, is to be able to let go of resistance. Most of the times we have so much resistance within ourselves, and it's no wonder that people get into conflict with other people because they have conflict within themselves. And so when we practice letting go of that in ourselves, which means letting go of negative emotions within ourselves, chipping away at it, it's going to take, it's going to take a little bit for most people. It took me years and years, but it's the most rewarding thing. It really, really is. It has changed and transformed everything in my life, from my relationships to the way that I work to just everyday things, like some of the most smallest things. I used to get into arguments. I used to yell a lot. I used to slam on walls. Oh my God, it was crazy. And now I don't remember the last time I did that, and it's because I've learned how to let it go. And you guys are going to be able to learn how to be able to connect to your body, to feel when stress comes, and to be able to learn how to let it go on the spot. So you don't have to carry it on for the next hour or two. So you don't have to carry it on if it happens at work. You don't have to carry it and take it home with you and take it out on somebody that doesn't deserve it. We learn how to be able to feel it when it comes. You learn how to be able to let it go